Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead and Random Things Live. This is number 11. We started this just as a extra night to get together and do some things. And we've been doing this for a couple months already. I'm having a lot of fun with this, getting some really good topics. You guys have sent me some good stuff. And I've got a couple more that we're going to add in there. So hopefully you guys are having a good start to your week. I saw a couple of the comments I just logged on, and some people are saying it's a terrible Monday, but the best thing about Monday is getting together and talking a little bit of The Walking Dead and then some of the random stuff that we're going to talk about. You can see some of the topics up there. We're going to do some funeral songs, some animal stuff, a little bit of fear. It's pretty morbid tonight, isn't it? We're going to talk about how you're going to die, and then we'll spice it back up. And I got a few other topics that we're going to throw in there as well. I got like 9 or 10, so we'll get to whatever we're going to get to. So thank you to all you guys for being here. I see Rebecca, I see Shanny D. Moody the Muddy Girl also saw Dark Angel, so got my mods in full effect. The mods are like my motivation. You know, you get started and you look around, you see those mods, and it's like, let's bring it. Let's take it to town tonight. So I've got some lists. We're going to work off some different sites. The funeral songs, I got like a top 5, and I'm going to add mine. Yes, I have thought about this. So some really, really off-the-wall, bizarre stuff. And let me throw a couple things out there. First of all, this is the way we start our week. This is Random Things. Wednesday night, we'll do our Wednesday Walker edition. We're also going to Sunday, Chill with Kills. Then we're going to have Fear the Walking Dead, spoilers, and we're going to have Preacher reactions coming up this week. So really looking forward to Preacher getting started. And it's just going to be hanging out, talking about Preacher, what we liked. If you guys have not watched it, hopefully you'll join in that, because it is a show that I do like quite a bit. So let's get this thing going. Oh, real quick. Just ground rules. If you guys could slap the like button, that would be awesome. I know Tommy, the sweet-ass enforcer McCandless, is going to be here shortly. He's going to tell you to do that anyway, so you might as well be one step ahead. Slap that like button. Get that thing rolling. Once the video goes live in about 45 minutes or so, maybe an hour, get over, make some comments. I'll call out your questions. If you don't want to be included in a video, especially random things, because it is going to be off the wall, don't comment. But if you comment, I'm liable to read your comments. So Dandy RTS Gaming says, how are you? I'm fine. How are you? So here we go. Funeral songs. So this is a list, and we're going to jump all around different topics. I know you've thought about this. Like, what would be a song that would describe you, or what would be a good song, maybe even played at your funeral, or what's a good song about maybe even dying? So leave a song of any of those 3 topics. I'm going to read a couple of your comments, and then I'm going to read a top 5 list, and then I'm going to give you my song, which is not even in the top 5. So we're going to start out with that. I know we got about a 10 or 15 second delay, so let's. There we go. We're starting to get these things rolling. And tonight's topics, we will touch on Fear the Walking Dead, but don't get too far ahead of yourself. So we got some birthdays. Early birthday shout out, Hockey Man. Happy birthday. Heaven stood still. All right. What else we got? Let's get a few comments here. Get this thing cranking. Someone to Love by Queen. Highway to Hell. That's okay. Hey, Galactic Lightning Gaming. Rial says, Life is Eternal. I do like me some Carly Simon, but I like some You're So Vain. I will check it out. I'm writing some of this stuff down. Stairway to Heaven, says Tommy McCandless. That was not in the top 5, believe it or not. It's always like the #1 song of all time, either that or I Can't Get No or Satisfaction by the Stones. But that was not in the top 5 funeral songs. Let's see, we've got a few more. What a Wonderful World. Louis Armstrong. Jamie Taylor, you got one of them. Amazing Grace, but it was Elvis's version of Amazing Grace. It's actually number 5. Freebird was top 10, but it did not make the top 5. So here we go. We've got Nikki Stick says, anything by Depeche Mode. Wind Beneath My Wings. Okay. All right, so I'm going to give you number 5 was Amazing Grace by Elvis. Number 4, Knocking on Heaven's Door. Bob Dylan, but you also got Guns N' Roses, right? The difference. What's the difference between Bob Dylan and Guns N' Roses? Like Bob Dylan would be like, "Everybody, let's get stoned," and then Guns N' Roses would be, "Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door, wow, yay, 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 yay." I would probably prefer the Guns N' Roses version of it. But let's move on to number 3. Number 3 was "Tears in Heaven" by Eric Clapton, which was actually written about his son dying. So I guess that's appropriate. And then number 2, "Fade to Black," Metallica. So I know that's a favorite. And number 1, see if you guys can guess what the number 1 song is. Okay, now we're moving on from what your song is to what you think the number 1 song is, voted by the general public. "Keep Me in Your Heart," Warren Zevon, that was in top 10, I think, as well, too. Kenny Rogers, "Through the Years." "Everyone considered him coward of the county." That's only like Kenny Rogers lyrics, I know, something. All right, so number 1. Come on, let's see who's going to get it. Let's get some guesses out there. Yeah, they're all really good. I'll do a riff from it. Nope, not "Amazing Grace." "Everybody, let's get stoned." No, that's not number 1. No, "Arms of an Angel" was not. "Comfortably Bum." There you go. I like that. Moody Girl just changed Pink Floyd from "Comfortably Numb" to "Comfortably Bum." "Hello, is there anybody in there? I don't know." "Hurt." No, that's not it. So number 1 was "Don't Fear the Reaper," Blue Oyster Cult. And just for, just so I can play along, my top funeral song, and actually the video is very, very appropriate. So see if, I got to give you a hard time. But here, just for fun, see if you guys can guess my favorite. It's not been listed yet, so it is a different song. And I know, people don't like to talk about funerals, but if you guys join, one day, if there's a 999 funeral and you guys come and attend, this is the song that I want to be played, and it is. See if you guys can guess. I'm like all over the place with music. And we'll see if anybody can get it. And you know what? I think I mentioned this in a stream a long time ago. Might have been a year ago. But I'm almost positive that I've said this. So we'll see if anybody was just like paying attention. Oh, Tommy, you are oh so close. So close, Tommy McCandless. No, not "Last Kiss." Oh, where can my baby be? The Lord took her away from me. She's gone to heaven. No, and not "Cake by the Ocean," Moody Girl. I will not play that. Never. It's not going to happen. But it does say, "Oh, no. See you walk around like it's a I guess that could be a funeral song, right? Nope, not Green Day. Tommy was close. Same album, Tommy. And it is. All right, you guys ain't going to get it. Guns N' Roses, "Don't Cry." And if you go back and watch the video, there it is. Who got it? Whoa. Dark Angel. Look at Bree. Go ahead, Bree. How did you get that? I actually did a video. In one of the videos, the scene that Daryl was locked in the prison was very much, when he was naked and he was in the prison with Negan, when Negan locked him up, it was almost like Axel, when Axel was kind of bent down and the light was shining through and he had his hands there in the grave. Very, very similar. So yeah, Walking Dead. It has that whole Easy Street feel to it. All right, anyway, "Don't Cry," Guns N' Roses. Just an awesome, awesome group of lyrics. So let's move on. This was suggested by someone, and Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how Bree got it, unless maybe I said it at one point, or maybe she's just psychic like that. What's up, Desiree Bacon? All right, someone brought this up, and animal sightings. There have been a lot of weird animal stories out there. Someone got attacked. They were in a race, and they got halfway through the race, and they got attacked. I think they got mauled by a bear. So there's some crazy animal stuff happening. I saw, I think it was in Canada. I don't know if you guys saw on the news. That little girl was sitting on the side of the, like the dock, and what was it, like a seal or a walrus or something jumped up and grabbed her and pulled her down into the water. So a lot of animal stuff happening out there. So then the question that got raised or got sent to me via Kick, some strange animals or some strange places that you've seen animals that you weren't really expecting. And I know, Moody, you're probably not a big fan of bears either. So leave some of your comments. I'm going to build on some of your comments, some of your stories. I want to call out a few people and see who's had some really, really strange animal stories. So it was a seal? Not like the singer. Wasn't the singer Seal that jumped up and started singing Kiss of the Rose and just like, no. All right. Bison. Really? Bison attacks. Yeah. You guys, personally, first of all, you know I'm not a fan of gators. A moose showed up at a Tim Hortons drive-thru. That is crazy. The moose is on the loose. A deer in my backyard. Well, yeah, I guess if you live in the city, that could. So a lot of people getting chased by baby moose. Meese, mooses, moosin, moose. We're going to go with moose. Moose is the plural of moose. Here's the thing. I gave you guys like my long story about water and sharks and alligators, and I'm not a fan of alligators. But I will say this, that on any trip toward Florida, and if I don't know if is Kale here, like Kale says smile, she here. If you're on some of those long roads, like between, yeah, Kale's there, like between, Orlando and Cocoa Beach, that long highway to get there, there's a lot of, like swamplands, and you can go on airboat rides. If you've never been on an airboat ride, I say do it. Because you're actually, you're about 4 or 5 feet up in the air, maybe a little higher. Because you're on this boat, and it's a big fan on the back of the boat. And you can like look down and laugh at the alligators. And they can't jump up in the boat because the shape of the boat. So that was like my vindication. Like anytime I get a chance to go there, because I don't like them. Now I wouldn't do the same thing with spiders. I would never provoke or instigate a spider because they can sneak up on you when you're sleeping. But the alligator, once I'm in my car driving, I'm okay. I'm good to go. But yeah, you can get on these airboats and just drive around, and you just go over these. You can just go over these little pockets of land. You can go land and water everything else, but they're always down there, and it's like they can't do anything. Coyotes are now roaming in Detroit. Wow, there's animals are just going crazy. Well, they're running out of space. That's the thing. It's like we're taking all their land away from them, so they have to be in the city. Tommy, you're going to have to, we got another 25 people in here that have not slapped a like button. So if you guys could check in with Tommy, the enforcer, and just find out what's going to happen if you don't slap that like button. Wow, so Rial had a run-in with a cougar. Um, I was at the bar over the weekend. I actually had a run-in with the cougar as well, too. No, it was not an animal. All right, we're moving on to the next topic. You know, that's a great segue. We're going to skip animal sightings because I just talked about a cougar at a bar. We're going to talk about the worst pickup lines of all time. That I could not have segued that better. So thank you, Rial, for that. And I'm going to ask all of you guys, what is the corniest, cheesiest story pickup line that you've ever heard or been witness to? Because there's actually a list out there, and I'm going to give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 or 7 of some of the worst pickup lines that are out there. I just thought they were funny. I don't know if anybody would actually use them in real life situations, but if you've heard one or you've heard something, then leave it. What's up, Caitlin Cook? Good to see you. I see you sneaking in the door late. Shani, I'm not a fan. Well, I won't say I hate them. I'm entertained by them, I guess. But of course, you know, usually I'm not the one hearing them. I'm hearing other people use them. A dude followed you home from Well, that's spooky. That's stalkerish. That's not like, so Dark Angel, I lost my number. Can I have yours? Okay. That's great. It's creative. James said, did you sit in sugar? Because you have a sweet ass. I actually like that one. I'm not going to use that. I get hit enough. I wouldn't have to say something corny like that. All right, well, let me give you some of the corny ones, and I'll read some of yours. I don't know if these are top 10. They were just kind of random. So one of them, well, here I am. So what are your other 2 wishes? That's a little creative, arrogant, major, you know, if you had enough shots of tequila, you'd probably laugh at that one. Tommy, I got to hear, Clemson fan, there you go. I suck at pickup lines, probably why I'm still single. Shanny D says she heard one. Girl, I just want to be your friend. I'm trying to wreck your home. That's... Lisa, did it hurt when you fell from heaven? I'm reading, okay, let me preface this by saying I'm reading your comments. These are not me, you know, coming up with my own lines. James Stever says, can I follow you because my mom told me to follow my dreams? Emmy Desiree Bacon says, are your legs tired? Because you've been running through my mind all night. All right, let me give you another one from the official Cheesy site. Oh, I like this one, though. Here, I'm just going to pick somebody at random, and I'm going to use this pickup line. So this is kind of the way I would say it. Yo, Tommy McCandless. If you were words on a paper, you'd be fine print. I like that one. Okay, there's a... If I said that, yeah. You have to say it in a comical, corny, stupid type of way. You got to make eye contact? All right. Tommy, I'll look at you next time when I say that. Flower Girl says, your lips look lonely. Would they want to meet? See, this is why it's such a good topic, because you guys have all heard these or Googled them, one or the other. Caitlin says, do you have a Band-Aid? Because I just scraped my knee falling for you. All right, let's see. They're corny, but okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get another one in here. All right, this one's for you, Dark Angel. This one's for Bree. Hey, Dark Angel, you know what's on the menu? Me in you. Come on, that is the ultimate in cheesy pickup lines. Me, yeah, you got to spell it out. All right. We'll pick another one. All right. Wilson, yeah, since Wilson's making Brokeback references, Wilson, I'm going to target you next. Hey, Wilson, it's a good thing I have a library card because I'm going to check you out. There you go. All right, so that's number 4. See, these are all new. You guys have never, you guys have never heard these. Who else we got here? All right. Yeah, I don't ask like marital status. The people I know are married. I'm trying not to pick on any of the married women because then somebody's gonna watch the playback and they're say this dude's freaking psycho. It's random things, man. Oh, here's another one. Who else we got? Tobin McLeod. Hey, Tobin. Life without you is like a broken pencil. Pointless. Yeah. I'm trying. I'm trying. All right, two more, and then we're going to move on to the next topic. Hold on. Yeah, that one. Yeah, Tommy, that was on there. So Tommy says, if I could rearrange the alphabet, I would put you and I together. That was on the list. I didn't choose it. James says, are you the Titanic? I want you to sink down and let the ocean... Huh? I'm trying to figure that one out. That one lost me a little bit. I don't know if that's even a pickup line. I'm not reading that, Jeremy. You're killing me. All right. Filmers weigh in. All right, so this one's going to go out. This is my shout out to filmers. Yo, filmers. I can't even do this with a straight face. You're so sweet. You're giving me a toothache. Yeah, that one's kind of corny. That one's more corny than the rest. All right, and this is the last one. This one is going to go out to everybody. This is to the 999 Army. I'll pick nobody in particular. Hey, 999 Army. Feel my shirt. You know what it's made of? Boyfriend material. And that's it. That is, I had that listed as my number one. All right. Boyfriend material. All right. Thanks, everybody. That is those pickup lines. So, I'm going to transition a little bit. I got a lot of different topics, and like I said, some of them are morbid, some of them are just things that we're going to talk about. Fear the Walking Dead. I really liked the episode last night. It wasn't hard for me to keep up with because the story sort of, I thought the subtitles I'd be kind of bouncing around, but I was into it. I thought it was a very good episode. But here's the question that I do have for everybody. And I know in Walking Dead, it was tough because after episode number 1 last season, everything was spread out. You got the Kingdom, and you got Hilltop, and everybody was all over the place. Small Fear World is, thank you, Dark Angel. It wasn't that bad. It's boyfriend material. It's what the shirt's made of. There's a lot of, for California and Texas and Arizona and Mexico and all the different places they're probably out on the border, they're meeting up too often. I don't want to pick it apart this early. Emmy, I am going to, I'm going to take it down from a 9 down to about an 8.1 right now. I'm lowering my rating just a little bit based on convenience. And it's not because of what they're doing right now. It's because of what they did wrong last season that they're sort of fixing everything. So Nick gets separated. Nick gets found. Strand separated from Daniel. And just the irony of how all this sort of goes down, that Madison and Nick, they meet back up, and then, I don't know. Tell me your thoughts of this. I thought the show was good, but I just think that the group's meeting up too often. How they're going to bring Madison and Nick back with Strand and Daniel, if that happens, is just going to be too coincidental. But with that being said, the Walker being struck by lightning was really cool. Now, the odds of you being struck by lightning are, actually, let's look this up. So what are the odds of being struck by lightning? Anybody know? Is it like the same as winning the lottery? In the U.S., between 9 and 10% of those struck by lightning die, for an average of 40 to 50 deaths per year. So the chance of the average person living in the U.S. being struck by lightning given year is estimated at 1 in 960,000. So to see a walker get struck by lightning, that was That was even more coincidental. You're close. Very close. Almost 1 in a million. She's 1 in a million, girl. Step right up and don't be shy. That is, I'm going to say that's the Tubes. Anybody know? Without Google, don't Google it. 1 in a million, girl, the Tubes? I don't know. So, yeah, and Carol says, I agree the lightning strike was cool. And it was after he prayed, so I do get the divine intervention and the fact that the guy might be a priest, he might not be a priest. So there's a lot of supernatural things starting to happen. And the only reason why I bring it up is because sometimes shows, well, they dumb us down a little bit, don't they? Like, we're supposed to forget that these people just met up. And like I said, I'm not picking it apart. I'm enjoying Fear the Walking Dead so far. But to me, they're paying for a little bit of their past sins because they spread the group out too much, and I didn't really appreciate the storyline last season too much. I like it a little bit more, so I know they got to pull everybody back in and get the group back together and do some things. But Daniel being there, watching Strand at that moment when Strand came in, he got locked in. All of the things are happening. Very, very convenient. More convenient than The Walking Dead. So let me ask you this. Let's just draw a parallel real quick. Nick and Madison getting separated and getting reunited. Daniel and Strand separated, reunited. Give me an example in The Walking Dead. What's the first example in the real Walking Dead that reminds you of that? Where a reunion happened that you didn't think would happen? Because I'm drawing a blank here, so I want you guys to help me out a little bit. Now, we'll tell you, in the comic book, it's happened multiple times. And I'm just reading some of the comments. Michonne finding Rick and Carl at the house. Yep. Maggie and Glenn. Daryl and Rick. Reunited and it feels so good. Is that Peaches and Herb? Somebody check me on that, on Reunited. I'm going back. That's going to be... I'm going to see who the real music lovers are. I might be wrong. I've been wrong by songs before, but it just popped in my head. Rick finding the whole group. Yeah, Terminus. So, yeah, there have been some coincidences, I guess. So maybe I shouldn't be too hard on Fear the Walking Dead. Cool. We're right on point with I'm going for it tonight. Let's move on to another topic here, and the next topic is I want to get back into it. I don't know why, because I guess fear and the deaths, and Daniel killed 96 people and then 4 more. The episode was 100. All of those things. We're going back and forth between pickup lines, The Walking Dead, funeral songs. And it's a touchy topic. Have you thought about, you guys think about this stuff? Like, how will you die? I know somebody suggested we talk about this, and I know it was kind of, it's not always a good topic because people make it real, and I know some people have people close to them that something happens, and we're just trying to add a little bit more lighthearted to it, if it is you personally. So maybe let's think about, don't be completely off topic and dirty about how you want to die. But if you could choose when, where, how, what would you be doing? No public acts of satisfaction, please. But, yeah, how would you die? I don't know, Bree. It's just I get weird stuff sent to me and suggested, so I thought, why not just make a theme out of it? Funeral songs, animal sightings, Fear the Walking Dead, how are you going to die? Good call out, Shanny, and I think that's, that's a good honest answer. Like, I don't want to think about it because, well, because you want to spend time living. Rial says heart attack. Jeff Morrow, in my sleep at 100 years old. Really? You want to live to be 100? Kel, I like that answer. I want to die saving someone else. When I think about that, I think of Pat Tillman. What an awesome story, Pat Tillman, for the Arizona Cardinals. DDA, shot climbing out of a married woman. Come on. At least you're honest. Nikki Stick says, I'm going to have a weird death. It's probably going to be some freak accident involving a taco truck. That might be the most creative thing I've ever read in my life. Really, Moody? Moody says, I'm probably going to drown. But yet you go to the lake every weekend. That's smart. Yeah. Maybe if you think that something like that's going to happen, you might want to avoid that area. Just, don't. Just advice. Just friendly advice. Pepe's Fishing Channel. My dirt bike are realistically probably getting hit by a bus. Fast and painless in the zombie apocalypse. There you go. Tommy's going to get alcohol poisoning. Well. Okay, we won't stay on this topic too long. I just want to kind of, it was suggested, so water deaths. Well, you guys know how I feel about that. I can't even ever remember the name. I remember every song in the world, but I can't remember Deep Blue, Deep Water. What the hell was it? The people that were scuba diving and then they got eaten by a shark. If you haven't seen it or haven't listened to the stream, we talked about it. Whatever. Those type of something about water in the night just is creepy. I don't think I'm going to drown. I think I'm going to be eaten by alligator or pulled under. Well, okay, if I got pulled under, I guess I would drown. Never mind. I meant I wouldn't drown from not being able to swim or something. Maybe like a current. I guess it doesn't make any difference. Drowning is drowning. I know quite a few of you that are going to die from alcohol poisoning. Just saying. I've seen some of the pictures and know what you guys do on the weekends. It's okay. Open water. That's it. I don't know why I can't ever think of that movie. All right. Let's move on. Let's not talk about death anymore. We're going to play a little game. I don't know if it's an official game, but it's going to be 3 words. So you're only allowed 3 words. And I know some people aren't going to be able to do it because we've done something similar to this before, and I get like 5, 6, 7, 8 words. So I'll just give you a name, a person, a place, a thing, any of those things, and you're just going to type 3 words that describe them. And we'll do some Walking Dead stuff too. So if you had 3 words to describe Rick Grimes, give me your 3 words. I'm going to read some of these. Kel says, Kills, I think you have a fear of alligators. Not if they're cooked. I don't. Jimmy Coonan says, they say when you drown, it's immediate bliss. There's nothing blissful about that. Caitlin, no, 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 not in a fire. I think that's going to be one of the worst. Fire and smoke inhalation. I don't, yeah. Lindsay says, ruthless, honest, and loyal. Kitty, a fearless leader. Okay. Watch. Let's see the first person to screw it up. Tough, fearless, brave, an effing badass. Okay, there you go. Fearless leader. Family man. I don't think family man is a compound word. I think James. Nunya. Gift, courage, and strength. 4 words. You fail. Hold on. Yes, Jamie. 2 questions. Go for it. Leader, father, loyal. Whoa. Brene is on peaches and herb. I don't know what is going on there. That's a 10-minute lag. That is at least a 10-minute lag. Here, I'm going to really freak her out. Watch this. Reunited and it feels so good. Who is that? Is that Peaches and Herb? Okay, if you guys can just leave a comment below, let me know. Watch, by the time she gets this, it's going to be like 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's going to completely blow her mind. Protector, strong, brave. Prick name Rick. That I love. There you go. Prick name Rick. You win. I don't know. It's not a fail. You just use like either 2 words or an and or something. I'm just messing with you. Those people in a 20-second lag know exactly what I'm doing. All right. Let's pick a... Okay. Give me 3 words to describe your sense of fashion. Negan's ex-bitch. Okay, I'll give you that one. Every couple minutes, I'm just going to start singing Reunited, and I don't know. Brene is going to... I'm just going to give her a hard time. Wait, I shouldn't say that, because now she's... Oh, shoot, I just screwed it up. Well, now you know, Brene, because I just told you what I'm going to do. So by the time you get the next one, you'll know that it's all a big game. Some people are going to pick the same 3 for the next question. I rock. Is that? That's not Rick, is it? Now I'm confused. I don't care. All right, yeah. I've asked a question. Now I'm confused, like who's on lag and who's not on lag. Comfy, simple mom. Homeless and dirty. Sophisticated, everyday. See, these I like. Comfy, clean, casual. Custom made. Oh, look at Sebastian. I like. There you go. Clean, comfortable. So we get a lot of comfortable. Smooth as butter. All right, so we're going to come back to this in a second. So if you have a, give me your go-to designer. If you can pick one brand, and I know some people have multiple brands, but if you got one brand and you got to wrap yourself around that brand, I need to know what it is. Mom picked it. There you go. Dr. Polar Bear. Very nice. Give me shorts, a t-shirt, and flippy floppies. I'm flipping burgers, you at Kinko Straight, flipping copies. Ralph Lauren. Who else we got? Nike. Under Armour. Nikki Sticks. Levi's. Diane Estes, St. John's Bay. Dr. Polar Bear is like all about the Walmart. There you go. Whatever's comfortable. Go-to brand in whatever. Yeah, it doesn't just have to be clothes, though. I mean, I guess it could be anything. Like, I'm going to tell you, my go-to brand, my company, without a doubt, is Apple. I am Apple everything. I'm such a sucker for Apple. I won't keep a phone for 2 years. Every time a new phone comes out, I'm on it. AirPods, iPads, Apple Watch, you name it. I'm all about their technology. And HomePods are going to be coming out. I'm going to be HomePodding it. Hey, shoot, I can't. What did we say the name was? Hey, Iris. But I told you guys that before. I'm a big, big supporter. I can't even call her by her name, though, because then she's going to start, doing what she does behind the scenes. They make a car, I'm buying it. All right, 3 words to describe your job without telling me where you work. 3 words to describe your job. And hopefully your boss isn't watching. If Apple makes a bro romper, it's not even a question. It's not even a hesitation. I will be the first to rock the Apple bro romper. Pain in the ass. There you go, Jimmy. Yeah, I figured the moderator's gonna have to allow a few explicatives for this one. Easy public money, Shanny D. Physical, quiet, repetitive. Lindsay, my job sucks. Yeah, Jimmy, if you got rid of the I and just put quit last week, then yeah, it'd be 3 words. Love my job. Dangerous as all get out. Yep. Good job. Emmy, I guess at your job, do you have to count? Because 3 would not be organizer of all things. So good thing they don't require math where you work. I love giving her a hard time. All right, we can't even play the game the right way. All right, we're going to move to another topic, and now I'm going to open up for what you guys want to talk about. You guys probably saw the thumbnail. And as someone who's been pretty engaged in psychology, Phineas Gage. So if you guys aren't familiar with Phineas Gage, he had a railroad tie go through part of his head, and it's a psychological study that shows different parts of the brain control different things. So I'm going to tell you a story that I read actually in a psychological study. There was to show you a little bit about control and judgment. So this is our lesson for today, I guess. So there was a lady who was in her mid-30s, had led a pretty straight and narrow life her whole life. And all of a sudden, in her mid-30s, began to sleep around. She kind of got out there, totally out of character. And she had some things happen, contracted a bunch of different diseases, but she was just out there, totally changed her life. And everybody's looking at her like, man, what happened? She just became like super slut, I guess, no other way to say it. So she went to the doctor, and she had a tumor in her frontal lobe. So she had it removed, and then her behavior changed. So all this time that she was out and her behavior had changed, people were judging her and making assessments for something that was outside of her control. Traumatic brain injury, right? So I guess the question is, because we're going to go really deep tonight because we've talked about funeral songs and everything else, how much of yourself do you control? And Shani, this will go back to, you said, we talked about death, and you said, when I'm ready to go, the rapture is just going to happen. And how much do you judge? And you can answer the question, or you can just kind of leave it as planting a seed or food for thought. Because if you have no control over some things that you're doing, are you responsible for the things that you've done? I know it's deep, but sometimes we're quick to judge and we rush to judgment, but it's not always our fault. And the other example that I would say is there was someone who was a teenager. This was another psychological study, and was convicted of killing someone. And he was in jail for 25 years, I think, and was released and went on to lead a perfectly normal life and help people. And it was determined that he was a different person later in life than he was as a teenager. So we're not going political, we're not going religious, but thoughts. And then we're going to get to some random topics. I'm going to read a few of your comments. Yeah, Tommy, I think it's a good point. Almost like an out-of-body experience. Great point, Rial. No one can understand how much you can control unless you've dealt with someone that has dementia. I'm going to let the chat catch up. Full control. Don't allow anyone to influence me. I am my own person. It's a strong statement. Until you're not. All right, a few more comments. Clem, people can change. I've seen it. Harley says, I never try to judge people because I wouldn't want to be judged for my own mistakes. Good point, Storm. It's like some of those football players and wrestlers that have brain injuries. Hey, one day you see Junior Seau and he's smiling and he's out there on the field and high-fiving, and the next thing you know, gone. Thanks, Filmers. Peace, man. So, look, I'm not trying to go good, and, everybody's entitled to their own opinions. The only thing I'd say is don't be quick to judge. Sometimes things are outside of people's control, and we do it. And, a lot of that is maybe we're controlled by YouTube and the people behind the microphone and television and commercials. And Shani, I think you hit the nail on the head. You said, some of the things I don't even watch it because I don't want to be sort of led into that to thinking something or swayed in a different direction when, yeah, I know it's deep. All right, so we're going to open topics. This is random things. So we've been all over the place from songs to sightings to Fear the Walking Dead to, let's get back to 3 more topics and 3 things that you fear the most. That doesn't have to be morbid because it's going to be different for different people. So your top 3 fears. Great point, Moody. We all judge people, and it's if we control what comes out of our mouths. Sometimes you think it and just shouldn't say it. Yeah, I think we all can. Spiders. Bulls? Wait. Caitlin, what's scary about a bull? Hmm. Snakes, frogs, and clowns. Public speaking. Food and water shortage. Sebastian. Ah, I like that. Harley's like, I'm not telling you what I'm afraid of. You'll use it against me. Good point. Steph's afraid of Bigfoot. Wait. That is amazing, Caitlin. Almost. Oh, hang on. Wait, you can't say that. I got ran over by a bull. Almost. That's like me saying, I'll go back to my pickup lines. Hey, I hit the lottery. I'm a millionaire. Almost. I was off by like 5 numbers. No, you can't almost get hit by a bull. You're either hit by a bull or not hit by a bull. Every time there's a storm, I almost get hit by lightning. Wait, hold on. Did the bull hit you or not hit you? I'm confused now. You said he hit you, but then almost hit you. Okay, if you got hit by a bull, I would be afraid. But other than people that run with the bulls, honestly, you're the only person I've ever met that's been hit by a bull. So I can understand why that would be a fear. I'm afraid of alligators. I haven't been bitten by an alligator, but I don't really need to. I'm not debating. I'm not debating that it's scary. A 1,600-pound bull is very scary. It's just I've just never heard that answer. Tommy's afraid of not having another 999 gaming stream. Really, Dark Angel? Worst pickup line? How much for an hour? If you don't get hit like square in the face for that one, I don't think I've ever been asked that though. I mean, I have a friend that ran with the bulls. I mean, he wasn't scared of them at all. I mean, he actually went over there to do it. That was like the whole goal. I'm not. I'm not afraid of bulls, but I'm not exposed to them. Shanny, what specifically is he afraid of? That the elephant's going to break loose? So Lindsay's afraid of clowns too. Okay, and Moody brought this up, so I am going to close with this. This is a two-part question, and we're going to bring it back in. So tonight, we've went deep, morbid, interesting lines, all of it, anywhere from meeting to ending, but there's nothing more important right now to discuss than McGregor versus Mayweather. First of all, I want to know, are you going to rent it on pay-per-view? Number one. Who do you think will win, as Moody brought up? And do you even think it's going to be a contest? MMA versus boxing. Leave your thoughts here. Everybody has a right to their opinion. I'll give you guys my opinion on who I think is going to win the fight, how it's going to go down. But leave your predictions. And I will tell you, I'm not a big fight fan. I'm not a big boxing fan or MMA. But this one is just kind of, it's too hard to ignore. I just don't enjoy watching people get in a ring and beat each other up. Like wrestling I can watch because it's fake. And scripted, so it's funny to me. But yeah, fighting is not my thing, but I do have to ask. So we got some. Kel says McGregor. Dark Angel goes with McGregor. Northside Queen says Mayweather. Carol, no contest. McGregor. Reunited and it feels so good. Is that Peaches and Herb? I think. Maybe Brene can answer that. Nikki Stick says Mayweather. Mayweather. I love McGregor, but he doesn't stand a chance in a boxing match. Like wrestling's fake? Well, here's what I would say. First of all, these people in Las Vegas know a little something about odds, and the fact that you'd have to bet $1,100 to win only $100, that's how much of a favorite that Money Mayweather is. I got to say, I don't think Mayweather's going to knock him out, but I just think he's going to dance around and just outboxing for so long. Not saying that McGregor can't, he's a southpaw and he hits hard, but he's not the hardest hitting person that Mayweather's ever went against. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Mayweather. I think it goes the distance, but no. Now, if it were the Nature Boy Ric Flair versus Mayweather, I'm taking the Nature Boy. But, as you can see, this is something the fans want. So there's definitely people want to see McGregor go in and take care of business. You can obviously see that there's more bets on Conor, but there's more money on Mayweather. Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to watch it. I'll probably just see SportsCenter and find out what happens. So we are at 9:59. Here's the deal. So Pepe's Fishing Channel is a question. Kills, what's your favorite sport? Well, here's the thing. Growing up in the South, hockey took a while for hockey to get. Brene, really? Brene is on snakes. I'd really have to figure. We got to figure out. Brene has a hamster running in a wheel. It's powering her internet right now. I love you, but we got to definitely get you some high speed. I'm just having fun reading these comments. Kel says, let's make a wager. If McGregor wins, you wear a romper. I'm going to wear a romper anyway. I'm not afraid of a bro romper. All right. We're definitely going to start to wind this down. As I was saying, so you guys got completely off track. Football, basketball, baseball. That was kind of the big three for me in the South. And Mid-Atlantic Wrestling, and NWA Wrestling, all of those things. So it took me a while to get into soccer. It took me a while to get into hockey. And so, yes, I do know about wrestling. I did wrestle in high school and in college. So there's a tidbit. Real stuff. But, yeah, I always liked NWA Wrestling because I like scripted stuff, and it's kind of fake. I know. It's probably big. You guys don't pin me as a wrestler. But that's it. That's the deal. Disclaimer. The topics are random. This is Random Things. Some things are not going to be the most popular topics. But if you have a topic, send it to me at Kilzhot, at KILZHOT. And I'll look at all the different topics. Sometimes they roll together and maybe creates an uncomfortable theme. I get it. We'll do better next time. But leave your thoughts, leave your comments, and we'll have a lot of interesting things to talk about. So it could be from pickup lines to your favorite songs to fashion, any of the above. Not a NASCAR fan either. Makes me dizzy, just watching the cars go around in circles. I just can't imagine. It's really loud, a couple of beers, and then let me put it like this. This would be NASCAR. Let me get like a bottle of Jack Daniels and start drinking it, and you get in front of me and just walk around me really, really fast and go, like that to me would probably make me nauseous. So no offense. Those people, I know there's NASCAR fans and, people from my neck of the woods in the South, they love it. But to me, it'd probably just make me really nauseous. So it's just my comment. Thanks, everybody. We're going to do some shout-outs. And sorry for my bad NASCAR impersonation there. All right. I want to say what's up to Israel Marion, also Pepe's Fishing Channel, Moody the Muddy Girl, Storm 3851, Dark Angel, welcome back. Thank you. And Bigfoot is, yeah, he's real. I got you, Steph. I've seen Bigfoot before. Who else we got? Rebecca from Texas, thank you for being here. Lindsay Luke, Clemson fan, is a Panther fan, Tiger fan, Hornet fan, Atlanta Braves. Tobin McLeod, thank you for being here. AJ Jepson, appreciate you being here. Shanny D, a.k.a. Little Michonne. Kel says smile, wants to know, Kills, what teams do you root for? That's going to be a different stream, I'll let you know. Harley Quinn, thank you for being here. Sue Smith, absolutely, Sue, thank you for being here. Caitlin Cook, appreciate you being here and your interaction. Flower Girl, thank you. Carol McFry, McFry, I said it right. What else? Kills, hold on. I missed your comment. It streamed up really fast. Tommy, the sweet-ass enforcer McCandless. Who else we got here? Kristen McBride. Peace out, Kristen. Thank you for being here. I'm going to miss some people, I know. Westwick, Diane Estes. iRock6 is sort of here. Ah, you're still here. Tyler Johnson is like a popsicle on a hot summer day. Thanks to 999 Army. Brene, reunited and it feels so good. That is Peaches and Herb, Brene. Glad we clarified that. Northside Queen, what's going on? Oh, Tommy, the Sixers. But you know what? You're going to get a lot of draft picks again. Jamie Jordan, what's up, JJ? Love you too. Shout out. Jamie Jordan. Where's Maddie at? Also shout out to Maddie. I was gonna say McFly, Real. I said it right, but then like my brain was telling me to say something else, but then I realized that, yeah. Who dat say gonna beat them Saints? What's up, Nikki Sticks? Thank you for being here in this chat. Presley Davis, hi, how are you? I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Nice Negan thumbnail you got. I'm just hanging. I'm going to stay here until Brene gets to the shout-out portion. I'm just going to time that and see how long that is. Thank you, Emmy Desiree Bacon. Appreciate you being here. DDA Ohio, what's up? And don't get caught sneaking out of some married woman's window and get shot, DDA. I remember that comment. He's like, what? There you go, Brene. Oh, you're only on, we got you. You're only like a 2-minute lag now. It's definitely speeding up. Jamie Taylor, shout out. And what's your favorite horror movie? Mine's cheesy. I like Scream. I thought Scream was a great horror movie because it was different. Israel Marion, can you smell what The Rock is cooking? Lot of love to the 999 Army. And you guys jump on the Facebook page. Make sure you check out. There's some good stuff on there. AJ, get some of that artwork posted. Madison Plays. AJ. Hey, if you missed it, you can always watch the playback. I think I've covered like almost like most of these shout-outs. Evil Dead 2 is another one. Yeah, I would say Scream, Evil Dead 2. You know, I like that, what is it? What's the one that's out now where they just kill everybody on a certain day? There's been like 3 or 4 of them. I'm completely burnt out at this point. Purge. That's what it is. Purge. I like those. I think purges are good. Wait. I mean, I don't think the actual act of purging people is good. I think the concept of the movie is different. That's why I like it. Yeah, so, yeah, there's a lot of Scream fans. We're just going to make some popcorn and have everybody come over and just watch, like, old movies. Look at this. Man, Kale loves Scream. Steph loves everybody. It's the clown movie. Blair Witch. Jamie, Blair Witch actually gave me a headache. The camera shaking, like I was trying to watch it and enjoy it, and it was too much movement in that. Made me nauseous. It's like being it's like what I think NASCAR would be like. Man, we should have talked about horror movies. You know what? I talk about funeral songs and we talk about ways you'll die, and everybody's, oh, so morbid. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, this is my favorite movie. I like to watch this and see this person kill. Come on, people, you hypocritical people. Stop it. Stop it. Definitely Jaws. I love to see, I can't talk about funeral songs, but I'd love to see somebody get ripped apart by a shark. Oh, boy. I know. It's because it's not real, even though Steph says Bigfoot is real. All right, yeah, we'll plan a movie night. We're definitely going to bring up movie topics at some point. I think the next movie I watch is probably going to be Transformers. All right, everybody, thank you. Awesome time. Appreciate everybody being here. Love all the random topics, and we're going to be all over the place. Don't think too much into the deep thought topics. It's just random stuff. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful next couple days, and I will see everybody Wednesday night. KILZHOT. Send me kick messages if you want your topic to be discussed. Talk to y'all soon. See ya.